I am K.K. Mishra of PrernaClasses. I am discussing JEE Advanced Paper 2016, Paper 2, and the paper code is again 6. Question number 19. You have been asked to predict the acidity order. Now, this acid is highest acidic because its conjugate base will be stabilized by hydrogen bonding, followed by this acid because of ortho effect. So what I am finding is 1 is greater than 2, so that is only applicable in A. So A is the correct answer. Question number 20. So if you look at it, this is the reactant, base NaOH and HCHO will have a condensation reaction. It will have a condensation reaction and the condensation reaction is this. Now this with excess of HCHO and NaOH will go for cross-Cannizzaro reaction. So HCHO will be oxidized to HCOOH. This one will be converted to alcohol. Now this diol with HCHO will form a cyclic acetal. It forms a cyclic acetal. And what is that? So, your correct answer is A. Number 21. You have Na2S2O3 minus 2, that is Na2S2O3. This with Ag plus will give you this complex. This complex. Now this complex with Ag plus will give you Ag2S2O3, which on hydrolysis will give you Ag2S precipitate. So your correct option is A. Question number 22. Variation of surface tension with molar concentration, 3 graph is given. Now, what are the 3 substance? One is KCl, other is methanol, and the last one is sodium salt of fatty acids. Now we know In case of KCl, surface tension always increases, and with sodium salt of fatty acid, surface tension sharply decreases. That is the work of detergent. So what we are finding is that in D, the first graph is decreasing, that is with methanol. The second graph is constantly increasing, that is that of KCl. And the third one that falls very sharply, that is talking about that salt of fatty acid. So the correct answer is D. Now, question number 23. The geometric of the ammonia complex nickel forms hexaamino complex. That's an outer orbital complex, and that is an octahedral complex. And zinc forms sp3 hybridized state, Zn plus 2. The first one is octahedral, last one is tetrahedral. That is only possible in A. So A is the correct answer. (24). You have this hydrogen is gaseous, and that's 1 bar. H plus 1 molar, M plus 4 which is aqueous, M plus 2 which is aqueous. This is the cell. H2 is being, this is 1, and M plus 4 is being converted into M plus 2. So EMF of the equation according to the question is 0.092. That is equal to 0 minus 0.059 by 2 log of H plus square. I am simply applying Nast equation, plus reduction potential of this is given 0.151 plus 0.059 by 2 log of M plus 4 by M plus 2. Now this is 0.059 is equal to, this has become 0. So all you have is 0.059 by 2 log of M plus 4 by M plus 2, or 2 is equal to log of M plus 4 by M plus 2. This will remain minus. This will be minus. Or 2 is equal to log of M plus 2 by M plus 4, or M plus 2 by M plus 4 is equal to 10 to the power 2. So X is 2. Question number 25. That's the multiple option. Now according to molecular orbital theory, C2 minus 2 is expected to be diamagnetic. Which is the correct statement? O2 plus 2 is expected to have a long bond order than O2, which is incorrect. N2 plus and N2 minus have the same bond order, which is correct. That is, N2 plus and N2 minus must have same bond order, identical bond order. So, the correct answer is A and C. 26. It is regarding cubical closed packed structure. The number of nearest neighbor of an atom present in the topmost layer is 12, which is not correct. If it is the topmost layer, then the number of nearest neighbor will be less than 12. So, A is not a correct answer. Efficiency of a closed packed structure is 74%, that's a correct. So B is the correct statement. Its efficiency is 74%. Packing efficiency. The number of octahedral and tetrahedral void. So the number of octahedral void will be 4. Number of tetrahedral void will be 8. Total number of atoms, that will be 4. So octahedral void per atom is 1 and tetrahedral void per atom is 2. That is, C is also correct. Now let's look at the answer D. We can always say this 4R is equal to 2A square, or 4R is equal to root 2A, or edge length A is equal to 4R by root 2, that is 2 root 2R. That is, the third statement is also correct. So I will say B, C, D. (27). Now if you look at the question, you have different functional group. You have COOH group, you have COOR group, you have epoxide, and you have aldehyde. All these groups are present, in which you only want to oxidize this, you want to reduce this to CH2OH. So you have to select a reducing agent which will only reduce your aldehyde. Now, lithium aluminum hydride, that will reduce everything. That is, reduce aldehyde, reduce epoxide, reduce ester. So, one is not, first is A is not a correct answer. BH3 in THF, if you look at it, that will reduce, that is B, that will reduce your acid group. So B is also not a correct answer. It is NaBH4 in C2H5OH that reduces. So C is the correct option. C is the correct option. Ranitol, that reduces ester as well as aldehyde and epoxy. Question is a question from metallurgy. CuFeS2 involves concentration of ore by flotation process. So A is the correct option. If you say in CuFeS2 will give you FeO, that FeO with SiO2, that will give you FeSiO3 as a slag. So, removal of iron as a slag is also a correct statement. Self-reduction step to produce blister copper with the evolution of SO2, that is also correct step, because if you look at self-reduction process, Cu2s plus O2 is equal to Cu2O plus SO2, and Cu2O plus Cu2s, that gives you copper, and again evolution of sulfur dioxide. I am not balanced, and then if you want you can balance 2, 3, 2, 2, then 2, that is 6Cu and twice SO2. Sorry, single SO2. 29. That is again a question from HNO3, inorganic chemistry. HNO3 with P4O10, that's a dehydrating agent, you get N2O5. Now it is diamagnetic. If you look at the structure, it contains one NN bond, which is not a correct statement. So I have only accepted B. It's a diamagnetic. That's a correct statement. N2O5, that reacts with Na to give you a nitrate salt plus brown color gas. So statement D is also correct statement. Question number 30. Mixture showing positive deviation from Raoult's law. So what I am finding is carbon tetrachloride CCl4 plus methanol, that's a positive deviation. This is a positive deviation, that's the correct answer. And CS2, carbon disulfide with acetone, that is also a positive deviation. Benzene and toluene is the ideal solution, and phenol and aniline will have a negative because of hydrogen bonding. So your correct answer is AB. 31. Invert sugar. What is invert sugar basically? Sucrose on hydrolysis gives equimolar mixture of D-glucose and D-fructose. This equimolar mixture is called invert sugar. Now glucose has a positive rotation, fructose has a negative rotation and greater amount. So the resultant rotation will be negative. Now he has said invert sugar is prepared by acid catalase hydrolysis of maltose, which is not correct. It is the sucrose that gives you. Invert sugar is an equimolar mixture of D plus glucose and D minus fructose is a correct statement. So B is the correct statement. Specific rotation of D-glucose. D-glucose minus glucose is given, so D plus glucose is 52. Plus fructose is given, D minus fructose is 92. That by 2, that is minus 20. So C is also a correct statement. Let's look at the statement D. On adding bromine water, invert sugar forms saccharic acid, which is not correct. See, glucose on oxidation with bromine gives gluconic acid, which on further oxidation with HNO they give saccharic acid. So D is not a correct statement. 32. Among the following reactions, which gives tert butyl benzene as the major product? So in A is not because that's of elimination reaction will take place. You are not going to get scarf cation. B is yes. C is yes. And what is more important is D also gives you this rearranged product. So your correct answer will be B, C and D. Question number 33. That's a paragraph question. X2 to X. Standard Gibbs energy of this reaction is positive. Okay? So, if I start with 1 mole, 1 minus alpha, this will be 2 alpha. Mole fraction will be 1 plus alpha and 1 plus alpha. Partial pressure will be P into P. So Kp of this expression is 4 alpha square P by 1 minus alpha square, which I can write 2 alpha whole square into P by 1 minus alpha square. Now, if according to this question 2 alpha is equal to beta, so therefore this is beta square, and what is P? Okay, that divided by 1 minus, can I write down beta square by 4, alpha square is equal to, so this will be 8 beta square by 4 minus beta square, that is B. Now, if you look at question number 34, he has asked you to find out the incorrect statement in which decrease in the total pressure will result formation more X, which is the correct statement. At the start of the reaction, dissociation of X2 gas takes place spontaneously, which is also a correct statement. Now, he said equilibrium is 0.7. If I put at equilibrium, concentration of beta is 0.7. If I put the value of beta 0.7, then Kp is coming out to be what? Here the Kp is coming out to be greater than 1. Now, if delta G is greater than 0, what indicates that Kp should be greater than? Kp should be less than 1. But if it is 0.7, then it is coming more than 1, which is contradicting the fact. So, C is also a correct answer. I mean, it is the incorrect answer. So, he has asked me to find out what is the incorrect answer. Question number 35 and 36. Paragraph 2. Now he has given a compound O whose formula he has given. This on oxidation will give you acid. This acid with ammonia so this is your P according to the question. With ammonia you get amide, so this is your Q. This on heating the compound Q on treatment with Br2NaOH, this with Br2NaOH, so you get NH2. This is R. On strong heating, Q gives this, which is S. This further on treatment with what he has said is 2-bromo-propanoid, ethyl 2-bromo-propanoid. So let's write down 2-bromo-propanoid. This will give you then this CH3 this, which on hydrolysis you get phthalic acid plus this acid T, alanine. Now his first question is the compound R is, so 35 answer is A. Now the second question, compound T is, so compound T is your alanine, that is B. That's